So here to solve this Thermo-Sudoku called Sun Rays by Akash Doulani. It's got a really nice thermometer theme, and it looks like there's going to be some tension as we get big digits into the center coming along these thermometers to really place those. I'm seeing a few things at the start. First, I got a 3-9, so I'm always going to start in Thermo-Sudoku with the largest digits and see if I can force some things based on the ends of thermometers. So 9s can't be in the bulbs or middles of thermometers, so the only place for a 9 that's left in this row is this one. We can get a 9 in any of these cells. There's not as much information there. In the center box, we can get a 9 in these cells. And I've got 3 cells left for a 9, so we won't mark more of that yet. Different thing is to look at small digits. So actually this 1 and 2 together look really interesting in the bottom space. They actually will have to be the 2 digits that are remaining that are empty in this row. So 1, 2, 1, 2 on the left leaves behind 4, 5, 8 in this space. So we've got a 5, 8 here, a 4, 5, 8 here, but 8 can't go in the thermometer, and a 4, 5, 8 there. I'm looking to see if there's more I can make out of some of that. Seeing that these spots were constraining the 1 and 2, I'm just coming back to this. I haven't looked at this 4 yet, but the 4 must be in the early parts of this thermometer, which means when I get to this cell, it's larger than the digit 4. It's not a 5, a 6, an 8, or a 9, so this for sure is a 7. And this digit, 1 after it, has to be 1 larger, and it can't be a 9. So the only, actually, it could be 8 or 9, but the 9 is above, so it's not that, it is the 8, and that will finish these. There's got to be an 8 in one of these 3 cells, but it's going to have to be at the end of this thermometer with the 9 already in that box. There's going to be an 8 in one of these 2 cells, but it can't be in the thermometer given the extra room after it. That's going to leave behind 2 spots for an 8 here. But quickly looking, if I made this cell an 8, this one to the right has to be a 9. A 9's already there, so that's no good. So now I've got these 8s filled. I've got 2 8s to place, and an 8's going to be in one of these 2 cells. It can't be in the 7th column, but I need to make it a valid thermometer shape, so it's got to be 1, and it can't be all the way at the bulb, and this is the last 8. So that's some very good progress. We still want to probably mark some of the notes we know around the grid. So we've got like a 1 in these cells, a 1 in these cells. We've got a 3 up top, so we've got a 3 down here. So this looks like it's a 2, 4 into a 4, 5, just escalating thermometer. We could still get a 2 in this space, but actually I see now that I placed the 8s, there's always a 4 in these cells. And so here's another cell that's going to have a digit larger than 4. And it can't be 7, 8, or 9, which are all around it. So this could be a 5, 6. This value coming up, this is 1, 2, this could be 2, 3, but actually if I look over here for this thermometer, 3's got to be here, which means 3 is over here, so this is more likely 2, 4. If it's not 2 or 3, this could be as small as a 4 and could be a 5. It can't be a 6, 7, 8, or 9. So we've got some constraints there. This will still have some options coming further up, but that's some good notes. And in particular, this column, now it looks like it's quite limited for the digits. It's got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 to go. And with an end of a thermometer, a 1 can't be on the end. And with a thermometer that's 3 cells long, a 2 can't be on the end. So this looks to be a pretty key thing to mark, which is we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair that dodge this thermometer shape. And in doing that, I get this thermometer end as a 4, 5, 6. And walking back, this would be potentially 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, the smallest this start can be is a 3, so this coming up is 3, 4, up to 5. So this could be 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. But marking in this 1, 2, 1, 2 really constrains this whole space because it's got to end in a digit in the range of 4, 5, 6, and 4 can't go there. 4 can't go here, so this is actually now a lone space in this whole column for a 4, and that looks to be a key break-in. Probably will be the main break-in get through the grid because it's going to quickly give us this whole thermometer, puts a 1 down here, puts a 2 over here, and now as we come up this thermometer, we've got a cell that can't be a 3, it can't be a 5, it can't be a 6. If it looked like it could be a 7, just consider any cells after it, which will break it out. So it's got to be a 4. That 4 comes up here and eliminates this option, forces a 4 here, forces this 4. That now means that we've got a 2 in the top space here. A 2 is going to come across to these cells. We've got a 6, 7 in the space that can go in any of those cells. We won't mark them in yet. But this is a 2 with a 3. We've got a 2 in this spot, a 3 in this spot, 4's in this spot. Last digit for that whole column is a 6. has to be larger than 6, but it can't be 8 or 9, so this is a 7. This digit is larger than 4 and can't be 7 or 8, so this can be 5, 6, 9 right now. This is larger than a 5, so this could be 6 or 9 right now. Let's see, actually this 4 replaced makes this a 5, makes this a 6, makes this a 5, makes this a 6. We're going to get a 5 in one of these cells, but there's already a 5 over here, so this is 5 and 3 and 9, finishing out that space, puts a 9 in here. So now we're going to get a 9 forced in this column, but look at this 9 here. It's going to put a 6 here, a 9 here. We're going to get a 6 over on the right side. That's the last 6 in this space. We're going to have a 6 in one of these cells, a 7 somewhere here, so this is 7 and 1. Puts a 1 up above, which means a 1 is in the center. This looks to be 5, 7. The 5's got to go above, so the 7's below. Puts a 7 here. Got 3, 4 in that space. The 5s leave behind one spot for a 5 here, which will force 4 and 5. Puts in a 5 up top. Got 1 and 3 left for this first row, and the 1 is not possible in 6 columns, so we get 1 and 3 put in. The 3 coming down puts a 3 here on the left and puts a 3 in the center in these cells. You get a 4 in this box as well as a 2. The 4 looks immediately constrained. This is the last spot for 4. Puts in a 4, 3. Puts in a 4, 2. Puts in a 2, 1. Puts in a 1, 3. Puts in a 3, 2. 2 moves over to the left. We've got 6 and 7 to place here. 7, 6. 7, 6. And we finish the grid. So hopefully you got something through thinking through these deductions. Like a lot of thermometer puzzles, looking at large and small digits is pretty key. I think the break-in that looked to be pretty powerful is spotting this 1, 2 pair in this third column. They can't be near this end of the thermometer, and it actually limits you to 5, 6, 5, 6 in these cells and a 4 down below. So if you got that progress, I think you cracked the rest of the sun rays pretty fast afterwards. And if you're missing that progress, it's again just a reminder to notate through the thermometer shapes. It's a key thing to do, is recognize the minimum and maximum digits that can go in any of those spots. So thanks, Akash, for the puzzle, and we'll see you all again soon.